What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, right? Unaccountable Groupies, right? So I had to talk about it. First was the Mark Lamont Hill and Judge Joe Brown. Then it was the Dr. Cosby thing. But we got to talk about these unaccountable groupies, right? So, how can I say this nicely but not nicely? So what? We're going to act like on social media we don't have a bunch of groupies looking for a rich man. You know, all you're seeing is what's been going on without social media, like with the Me Too movement. You're seeing how the Me Too movement ends with the older women, but you're seeing how it starts on social media with the younger women, and now you got all these unaccountable groupies. That's all. That's why you're seeing all these cougars and milfs trying to keep it together on social media, and they still twerking and walking with a switch and, and doing thirst trap type things and getting OnlyFans accounts, which might be coming to an end, by the way, because they're trying to groupie their way into a high value man. There you go. Or groupie their way into a rich man, or groupie their way into clout. But none of this is their fault. None of this is their fault. They don't know what they're doing. Forgive them, fathers, for they not know what they do. They didn't know they was gonna go to the concert with the skimpiest outfit and close to the stage to be seen and hope that somebody will pick them up. It's unaccountable groupies. Like, they didn't know. They didn't think they was gonna go to the game and be like the chick who was trying to flirt with Steph Curry while he was playing a game, while his wife was there. That's not her fault. That's not. She's just a helpless victim in that. They didn't, talk about all the people who were flirting with these, well-off, well-to-do, rich, wealthy, famous guys because they wanted to trade their body for his wallet. But that's not their fault. That's not their fault. It's not. It's just that's somebody else's fault. And we're not gonna talk about all the ones who actually been around the rich block and they had fun the whole time. And when they wake up one morning and they don't have enough to show for it, then it's like, oh, it's messed up. The unaccountable groupies. We're not going to talk about the people who actually wind up getting pregnant by these guys, and now let me get the bag by getting pregnant by this rich guy so I could get the bag, right? Let me move from this state to this state because it pays more in child support. We're not going. We see these stories all the time, but this is not their fault. This is not their fault. They've been, they've had reality television shows about this type of stuff. The groupie with a golden heart who not trying to take all his money, but she really loved him, really. Yeah, right. And it was all about love, and she would have cared about him if he wasn't who he was. Sure you would have. Sure you would have. But what do I know, right? What do I know? Just an unaccountable groupie, right? What about the people who, we're not going, who just part of their being sexually liberated is being the part of the threesome or the foursome, or, I'm willing to be the side chick to you because you are who you are, You gotta remember, like, people still talk about Donald Sterling from time to time, but does anybody bring up the girlfriend, the groupie? Why she's dating a 197-year-old guy, and trying to, don't bring them to my games, because he feels like she trying to smash the players. She trying to use him to go up the totem pole of players. You don't do that. You're embarrassing me like that. We're not playing this game. We're not playing this game. But it's like, okay, this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So now, what the heck? So now we're gonna play this. All of these ladies, what happened to them being strong and independent and empowered, and they just happen to be out here trying to bring absolutely nothing to the table and get everything from a guy, and maybe get married to him, and maybe get divorced from him. Irreconcilable differences, but I won't have, all right, and that's not a bad thing, because who knew? And then they could say, you can't turn on what into a housewife, but at the same time she's slut walking powered, and it's none of their fault. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. You got a drug problem, that's his fault. You got a sex problem, that's his fault. The patriarchy held you back, and the matriarchy liberated you, but it ain't your fault if you got liberated, or if a dude tried to stop you. Yeah, okay. And you like the lifestyle. You want the rock and roll life, but when you aged out, y'all don't want to talk about all y'all, how many of the OJs and Isaac brothers had groupies that are your grandmamas and aunties. Now, you don't want to talk about that, do you? How many of your mamas was Jodeci groupies, but it's not their fault. Loop dancers, not their fault. You know what? I'm going to get out of here. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. We done. Peace.